Welcome to the GoalZero Toolbox Talk series. Today's Toolbox Talk: front-end loader safety. Front-end loaders are one of the most used types of heavy equipment. These machines are found in a variety of industries, completing a magnitude of different tasks. These machines may not be the largest or viewed as the most hazardous on a job, but year after year, they are responsible for many injuries and fatalities. Three common types of front-end loader incidents that can result in serious injuries or fatalities are struck by incidents, caught in or between incidents, and tip-overs. Struck by incidents. Many of the fatalities were a result of a struck-by incident. All too often, ground personnel find themselves in a blind spot, and an operator will strike them with the loader. Also, the load carried by a front-end loader can strike personnel on the ground, causing serious injuries. Caught in or between. Like struck by incidents, caught in or between incidents are responsible for many injuries and fatalities. Workers can find themselves pinned in between the front-end loader and another object, such as a wall. The load the machine is carrying or working underneath the attachment in the front of the machine can also create an incident where a worker suffers a caught in or between injury. Tip-overs. When a front loader is operated outside of its design limits or in an unsafe way, they are susceptible to tip-over incidents. Loads that are too heavy, uneven terrain and unsafe speeds are a few common factors for tip-over incidents. Best practices while operating a front-end loader include: operate the equipment within its design limits. Read the operator's manual before using any front-end loader. Ensure you have the proper training for the equipment you are using. Never overload the equipment. Always use proper lifting and rigging techniques when lifting a load with a front-end loader. Travel with loads or attachments low to the ground. Never carry passengers on a front-end loader unless it is designed to carry passengers. Set up work areas and tasks in such a way that foot traffic is eliminated or minimized around where heavy equipment is operating. Utilize a spotter for tasks when personnel or property can be struck. Minimize backing as much as possible. Backing leads to more incidents than when moving forward. Always wear your seatbelt when operating any type of vehicle or heavy equipment. Front-end loaders are extremely versatile and useful to have on the job. They also can be very dangerous to operate or work around. Take the time to evaluate the hazards of the tasks involving front-end loader use. Eliminate as many hazards as possible before work begins. You should try to maintain a low bucket position when operating a front-end loader. In other words, don't drive the front-end loader with the bucket raised to its highest position. A high bucket position, especially when the bucket is filled with a load, will raise the front-end loader's center gravity. As a result, making sharp turns could result in the front-end loader tipping over on its side. Another safety tip to follow when operating a front-end loader is to be conscious of the load weight. Front-end loaders can certainly lift and carry heavy loads. Like all machines and equipment, though, they can only withstand so much weight. Make sure the front-end loader is rated to lift the weight of the load. Assuming the front-end loader is carrying a load in its bucket, you should drive it uphill and not downhill. What's wrong with driving it downhill exactly? With a load in its bucket, you may not be able to stop the front-end loader. Front-end loaders typically have braking systems. The braking system may fail to stop it if you're driving the front-end loader downhill while carrying a load.